Shalom friends, welcome to a small sanctuary, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through a number of steps to make a great Hanukkah afternoon tea. So follow along and we will talk about 5 things you can do to make a spectacular and easy Hanukkah tea on your terms. There are a lot of tea resources out there and I hope to be talking more about tea in future videos. But for this moment, I'm going to wish you Chag Urim Sameach, a happy festival of lights and happy tea drinking. Enjoy. Tip number 1, aesthetics. Blue and white, the Hanukkah colors, are perfect for china and decor. I have thrifted a lot of pieces that you can see here from thrift stores and consignment stores, and they are beautiful. And I have also invested into my collection of blue and white Blue Italian by Spode, which you see here. Again, you can buy your china either new or secondhand or pre-loved. Either is good, but there are a lot of patterns and options available on the market of both vintage and newly produced blue and white transferware. Here you see a snippet of my Spode Judaica collection as well, which matches really well with the Blue Italian. And it is just really fun to play around with those colors and incorporate your Hanukkah decor into your afternoon tea tablescape. So I really encourage people to lean into that because it's durable. It's not just a one-time thing that you buy, but it's something that you can really build on, and it's a very timeless aesthetic that will serve you well way beyond Hanukkah. Tip number 2, lean into those dairy foods that we tend to eat for Hanukkah, like latkes and sufganiyot. Dairy is perfect for afternoon tea, and it is very easy to spruce up your traditional Hanukkah favorites like latkes. Put on some chives, some sour cream, some smoked salmon, and take it to the next level. And sufganiyot, jelly donuts. Menu plan and seek inspiration from sources like this Tea Time magazine Hanukkah edition that I'm showcasing here. A lot of fun to look at their menu and plan accordingly. Tip number 3 is all about prep and meeting yourself where you're at. Some people have loads of experience putting on a complex afternoon tea spread. This may be for you and it may not be for you. That's really okay. But whether you go all in or keep it simple with some store-bought cookies and cakes that you serve as is, make your own determination about how much prep you can handle and how much prep you can do in advance so that you're not rushed and stressed on the day. If you do choose to bake a lot of things yourself, you can very easily prepare many of them beforehand, 1 or 2 days beforehand, such as cakes and cookies, and leave only the freshest things to the last minute. But tea is about hachnasat orchim. It's about hospitality. It is not about spectacle. If you enjoy putting on a spectacle and it makes you happy, do it. But if it stresses you out, don't do it. Focus on your guests, focus on your company, or if you're taking tea on your own, focus on yourself and your own well-being. This is meant to be a happy time, not a perfect presentation. Which brings me to tip number 4, which is all about time. Often we think of Hanukkah as a time where we light candles and then sit down to a dinner, but you can actually flip this order and host your afternoon tea while the sun is still out and it's still daylight out around 3 or 4 p.m. depending where you are. And then after you've had your relaxed tea, go into a beautiful, soulful candle lighting once the sun has gone down. And this is just a beautiful way to move the occasion from day to night and create a very special and relaxed atmosphere with your loved ones. As you can see here in the example of the footage I'm giving, this is the tea that I put on last year, and I will be trying a new tea this year with the menu items listed in Tea Time magazine, so I'm very excited for that. The last tip is tip number 5, your guests. You can invite as many or as few people as you want and scale your tea up and down accordingly. It is also really okay to have your tea time on your own. One of the blessings of tea is how versatile it is. And just as it can be wonderful to have tea in a large company, it can also be really special and peaceful to have tea on your own as a mindfulness practice to center yourself and just be in the moment. But choose your guests accordingly. Invite people you really love, that you care about, that you want to spend Hanukkah with, and do not stress by trying to get it all perfect, because that's really not what it's about. Tea time is a great occasion for talking and chatting and playing games and singing songs and laughing and just being together. And there is no set formula for that. You follow what feels right and manageable to you. One of the joys of Hanukkah is that because it is a minor holiday in the Jewish calendar, even though it feels much more important these days, you can actually relieve yourself from that sense of obligation that you get with some of the bigger holidays like Rosh Hashanah and Pesach. So lean into that and make Hanukkah fun, lighthearted, and comfortable. So I hope you enjoyed these 5 quick tips on how to put on afternoon tea, and there are a lot of tea resources. There's definitely a video in my future about how to start yourself on your tea journey, but that is a video for another day. Right now, I just want to say that there are many great resources online. An excellent author on all things tea is Jane Pettigrew, and I will share some of her books and her website in the notes to this video. She's a really good person to start your learning journey into the complex world of tea. Tea Time magazine is another excellent resource. I will link them below, and just ordering some samples from your local tea store. So start on your tea journey. And last but not least, as promised, a sneak peek to my Hanukkah decorations from this year. They turned out great. I'm even happier with them than I was last year. Look at this beautiful Target banner and the new Target menorah that I got. And I'm very happy with how my decor is turning out. I'm also showcasing some of my new snowflake ornaments that you can see here. And they're really fun to mount on a menorah. So that's definitely something I can recommend. I love the gold tones, the silver tones, the pearl tones. There is a lot of luxe warmth in there, and I look forward to decorating a little more and coming back to show you. Meanwhile, here is a final glimpse at all that beautiful vintage transferware that is very easy to pick up, and I have incorporated it into my Hanukkah decor downstairs. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this kind of content, hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. What do you love best about afternoon tea? What are some of your favorite teas? What are some of your favorite dishes and recipes? Cookies, cakes, anything else that you enjoy having with a cup of tea? I think there are a lot of connections between tea time and Judaism, and I want you to stay tuned to hear more about that. Thank you for being with me today. Shalom uvracha, with peace and blessings from my bayit to your bayit, from my house to your house, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.